Rep. John Conyers, D. Detroit, photo, Andrew Harnick/AP file. Washington. A second Democrat in Congress has called on longtime U.S. Rep. John Conyers to resign, following allegations of sexual harassment from another former staffer. It is not easy for me to reach this conclusion because, as a civil rights activist, I have looked up to Rep. Conyers for decades, tweeted Rep. Pramila Jayapal, who represents the Seattle area. I believe these women, I see the pattern, and there is only one conclusion: Rep. Conyers must resign. Jayapal's comments came after the Detroit News reported Tuesday on the allegations of Deanna Mayer, a former Conyers staffer who said the veteran Detroit Democrat sexually harassed her on 3 occasions, including inappropriate touching. New York Rep. Kathleen Rice last week became the first Democrat in the House to call on Conyers to resign. I've reviewed the allegations against him, and they're as credible as they are repulsive, Rice said on Twitter. The Michigan Republican Party said Maher's story should prompt Democratic politicians in Michigan to call for his resignation. None have. Deanna Maher's story of sexual harassment at the hands of a powerful congressman is heartbreaking, party spokeswoman Sarah Anderson said. Her fear that there was no one she could turn to allowed Congressman Conyers to get away with these crimes and later, to strike again. How many more victims need to come forward before Debbie Stabenow, Nancy Pelosi, Gretchen Whitmer, Jocelyn Benson, and the Michigan Democrats demand Conyers' resignation? Conyers has denied any wrongdoing. His lawyer has insisted the 88-year-old lawmaker will not resign amid an ethics probe into allegations that he sexually harassed staffers, but Conyers did step down Sunday as the top Democrat on the powerful House Judiciary Committee. A top House Democratic leader on Tuesday said Conyers was right to step aside as the ranking Democrat but stopped short of saying he should resign. In every one of these cases, we need to have adjudication and, if found culpable, then accountability needs to attach, House Minority Whip Steny Hoyer of Maryland told reporters at the U.S. Capitol. Of course, he stepped aside, which he should have done. The adjudicatory process through the House Ethics Committee needs to be strengthened and accelerated, Hoyer said, saying he hadn't realized how pervasive sexual harassment has been in the halls and offices of Congress. Mayer said she did not report the behavior earlier because she thought no one would take it seriously considering Conyers' high profile in Washington. She was also afraid that because of her age, 57, when at the time of the first alleged incident in 1997 wouldn't find another job if she lost her position with Conyers. Women are not being protected as they should be, and they do not feel empowered to come forward. The threat of the loss of a job is a great threat, especially the older you get, Hoyer said. We have to reform the system so the system is accommodating of those interests and protects those who feel threatened and assaulted. The House will vote Wednesday on legislation sponsored by Rep.